Hey guys, it's me, it's Queen Offset Haru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. If you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and pass it on to somebody else who might like it as well. If you would like to get a reading done, please email me and I'll give you an appointment. And if you would like to give me a gift or a donation to the channel, if you'd like to become a patron or get some Ask an Aquarius merchandise, or if you just want to email me a general question, feel free to look underneath this video. My email, my social media, everything you need, every link you possibly can be considering is underneath this video, okay? So today we're going to take a look. We're going to do a pick a card reading. We're going to use my brand new deck. It's called the African Goddess Rising Oracle. And it has quickly become my favorite goddess deck. I just opened it in the video before this one. So if you would like to see all of the cards and get a little bit of an explanation, take a look at the video before this one, okay? So this is what we're going to do. As always, pick the card that is calling to you. Usually one card is calling to you more than the others. Some people have told me that multiple or all of the cards have called to them, which is fine too, whatever works. So pick a card and then I'm going to turn it around and tell you exactly what it means if you pick that card. Okay? So if you picked number one, let's flip it around. First of all, let me show you the beautiful card. Let me get that ring light out your face. There we go. This is the goddess Mayat. Mayat is the name of a goddess and is also the name of the spiritual system that was practiced by the ancient Egyptians. The ancient Egyptians called themselves the Kemetians, and their land was called Kemet. It started to be called Egypt later. So this particular card, this particular goddess, you guys know I'm a priestess of Mayat. I'm a priestess of that spiritual system. And when this particular goddess comes up, I'm going to tell you what it means for you. The first thing that it means is that it says here that this goddess is all about giving and receiving. So the goddess Mayat, all of these goddesses in this particular deck are broken into categories. So goddess Mayat is in the conjurer category, and she is of the air element. So if you are a conjurer or if you're of the air element and you are Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or have those strong placements in your natal chart, you probably would be very drawn to this vibration. But even if you're not, if you pick this card, there's a reason. So let me tell you what it means if you pick this card. If you pick this card, it means that Goddess Mayat represents alignment, truth, and balance. Her name means order, as her father, Egyptian sun god Ra, rose out of the chaos and put her in charge of divine justice. So, what does this mean for you? It means you need to reset your harmonic balance. You're out of alignment. The sacred scales command you to give and receive. If you receive without giving, you are selfish and out of alignment. If you give without receiving, you are stuck in martyrdom and still out of alignment. Now, this does not mean that you're going to be giving and receiving in every situation, but it means that in general, there should be reciprocity in your life. Okay? So it should be giving, it should be receiving, it shouldn't be one-sided is the point. And then it says embodiment. Giving and receiving is spiritual law and spell work. Give time, money, service, resources, and good vibes. If you are a generous giver, cultivate a practice of receiving. Receiving is a sacred feminine principle that makes many uncomfortable. Receive compliments, joy, support, pleasure, friendship, money, and love. They are all the same to spirit. And the other good part about this is after you read the interpretation, it gives you a affirmation. So if you would like to work with this affirmation, there it says, I give easily and freely. I receive freely and easily. So this is something that you may want to write, on your phone or put on a vision board or something like that, if this is something that you're struggling with. Okay. So that's the first one, number 1. So if you pick card number 2 with the amethyst, let's see, you picked, I think her name is Allah, if I'm not mistaken, Allah or Allah. And this is the grief card. She is beautiful and she looks pregnant in the picture. Gorgeous. So let's see what she's talking about today. Let's find out. She's number 29. So all of the pages are numbered with the exact number. So they're not in alphabetical order, as you can see. They're in their numeric order. So you just got to look at the number that's up here, find that number in the book, and read what it says. So for this one, if you pick this card, this goddess is from Nigeria, the goddess of grief. She is categorized as one of the lovers. Interesting. And her element is the bush. The bush is like the jungle, right? So let's see what it means when you pick this one. It means that the ancient earth mother Allah is the foremost deity. Goddess Allah oversees motherhood, fertility, and the afterlife. After death, humans return to the womb of Allah, replanted in the soil to reincarnate. Here's her guidance for you. Give spirit your grief. Bawl it out, wail it out, cry it out, sob it out, shed tears, surrender it. So for those of you who got this card, you may be dealing with some type of grief that you're either not allowing yourself to express, or maybe you are expressing it. So the card is like encouraging you, like, yeah, surrender that hurt, let it out, cry, do it. The embodiment of this card is you are holding unprocessed grief. Okay. You want to skip over it and get back to normal. But grief doesn't go away because you ignore it. It definitely does not. I've done that before as an Aquarius, and it does not go away. The only way to healing is to walk through it. Losing a loved one is the ultimate heartbreak. But you also experience grief after breakups, job loss, and disappointments. Self-love and self-care are required. Ask for support and be gentle with yourself. And here's an affirmation for you. I am supported by my loved ones, those who are seen and those who are unseen. So if you got this card, you may be actively grieving, or you may be not grieving. Like they said, holding on to unprocessed grief. Don't forget that self-care and self-love and support they were highlighted, because a lot of you definitely are going to need it. And don't minimize the effects of it on your healing and your processing, okay? All right, so that's number 2. And here we are with number 3. Number 3 is Iset. And for those of you who are familiar, Iset is Auset. Auset was the mother of the god Horus. Horus's name is Heru in ancient Egypt. And his father is Asar, also known as Osiris. This card is about surrender. This is card number 44. And she is the goddess that I am initiated under. So this should be very interesting. This is definitely a card for me. So let's see, those of us who picked number 3, what does it say? It says that this particular goddess is, again, from Egypt. Originated in Nubia and went down to Egypt. And she is of the high priestesses, which makes sense. And she has the element of the bush. It says here that Goddess Auset is revered as a magical healer and sorceress. She is of 10,000 names. You may know her as Isis, her Greek name, or Auset, Aset, or Waset. Iset was worshipped in ancient Nubia, Egypt, and beyond. The guidance from this particular beautiful goddess is to let it all go. Say out loud, I surrender. These words cast a spell. Breathe them in. I surrender. All right, let's see what's the embodiment. Release control. Stop bonding around struggle. So no more trauma bonding. Hand the keys to the divine. Allow spirit to carry you and fill in the gaps. You don't have to figure it all out. God, Goddess has your back. Have faith in where you are at this moment. Okay, I can, yeah, that definitely talks about some of the things I'm experiencing. And it says here, everything I need to know finds me at the perfect time. That's our affirmation. Everything I need to know finds me at the perfect time. Ashe. All right, guys. So let me know which card you picked. And if you want to share how it addresses what's going on in your life, please do. We would love to hear about that in the comment section. And if you like this deck, remember that the video before this one actually shows the entire deck and a link if you want to purchase it. So if you like these cards and you want to see some of the other ones, there's 44 cards in this deck and they are gorgeous. They are gorgeous. The artwork is amazing. And if you're interested, check out the video before this one, okay? All right, guys, you come back soon because I got so much more to say. See you later.